gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Right then, you lot, you've been good all week. You've worked hard. You've been good to your granny. So get ready for your reward, because it's time to go ballistic. Time to take no prisoners. Are you ready to rock the war zone? Yes, the fun starts here. Jonathan, who's fighting this week, mate?
Thanks, Craig, for setting a suitable tone for tonight's proceedings. Let's see how they line up for round one. First up, the return of previous semi-finalist Splinter against the Venom of Viper 01. Next, will newcomers prove Tiptop opponents for the experienced bigger brother? Tetanus sounds very unpleasant. Onslaught will try to avoid the jab. And finally, previous grand finalist 3 Stegs to heaven against 11.
Do you want the real drama of Robot Wars? Welcome to the pits. This is where we find the nuts and bolts of the action. This is where we find out what drives those meager machines to champion status. Who are they? First up, Splinter, who was destroyed by Hypnodisc in the semi-final of the Fourth Wars, but returns head held high, ranked 17th to do battle tonight. Let's just watch that one more time, shall we? Fantastic. Little Joe Watts steers bigger brother to the war zone once more, and he has a secret weapon, his little sister Ellie, as well as an awesome flipper and the driving skills of Dad Ian, of course. And finally, ranked 8 comes 3 Stegs to heaven. A convincing performance last year has earned them a high ranking, but they've returned with a new robot. I didn't see much wrong with the old one myself. And we've got a walking robot the size of a double bed. 11. Legs 11? Not for long. First up, though, Splinter and Viper. Sounds painful.
Robots, come on! Do your worst! Let the wars begin!
From Thorpe Marriott, Splinter.
Grabbing arms and a pneumatic axe make up the weaponry for this speedy 15-mile-an-hour semi-finalist from the last series when it was trashed by Hypnodisc. Watch it spin for a win? I'm not too sure.
From Aintree, Viper 01.
Has a 3-kilo stainless steel rear cutting disc running at 4,000 RPM, top speeds of 15 miles an hour. The team has a winning experience with Hard Cheese, middleweight champions of Series 2.
Roboteers, stand by.
Here's Splinter then, with Stuart Waitman and Craig, his son, there at the controls. And Viper 01, Nigel Kerr, Alan Steen, and Simone, his sister. Dead Metal's in the arena for the house robots with the weapon synergy of pincer and saw. And fighting alongside a Shunt. Huge pushing power, don't get in its way.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Splinter will use the arms and the axe together. Hold on with the arms and bring the axe down. Viper looks very slow right from the start. They say they can get up to 15 miles an hour, Viper 01. I'm not too sure whether they're going to get up to 1 mile an hour. And there's the classic pincer attack of Splinter on one side and Shunt on t'other. The Viper weaponry, that steel rear cutting disc, moving sluggishly. They've not got full control of this, I don't think. Well, they're from Aintree, and they're falling at the first fence here, Viper 01. I'm afraid to say, shunting underneath as well. Very low ground clearance for Viper 01. The mean green machine. Not really mean at all, is it? Now, are they finally going to be bumped into gear? I don't think so. Splinter signals the pit release. And the one-time middleweight champions of Series 2, when they had Hard Cheese in the arena, are about to go out here. Viper 01 into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone. In comes Shunt with the axe, diamond edge. It never got going. Never got going, did it? And the Viper has slithered on its belly to defeat. Love the uniforms. Nothing to do with Robot Wars. I just love the uniforms. The clock is ticking down. It'll go to the judges because technically the Viper is still moving, mainly because it's being dragged by shunts. But it's up to the judges to make the decision. Well, the highlights few and far between, but that was a good progressive attack by Splinter onto Shunt so that he could get the pincer attack on Viper. At that stage, the weaponry was just about moving, but there was no venom from Viper at all, really, and Splinter must get it.
Well, the judges have made the decision. Don't look so nervous. Don't look so nervous. The judges have gone for Splinter! Sorry, guys. You took quite a bit of damage there.
And we're from your hometown.
I
You
know,
could have
I
done
know.
something.
I can't be biased. Talk us through that battle.
Well, basically, as soon as I moved it out the doors down there, I knew it was going to be no good because I turned the current limiter down at the weekend, and it should do about 15 miles an hour. Normally does, but we turned the current down.
Why did you turn it down, though?
Because we didn't want the batteries to go flat, and it was a bit of guesswork because I haven't had the chance to drive it.
Is that your first sort of time out?
First time it's been in a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the armour plate on it's fairly solid, isn't it? Because Splinter couldn't get his axe through yet. And Shunt hardly made an impression either.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with it, really. It's just the drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Viper! How do you think it went for you?
I thought it was okay. The axe was on low power because we didn't want to have not as many goes. So
Yeah, your robot was quite slow as well, didn't you think?
we were driving around slow, so we didn't end up going right up on top of his scoop.
You ranked 17.
Yeah.
Think you can justify that? You didn't go far? Semi-finals last time.
Yeah, I think we could do well. Yeah.
Go one better, do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll drive faster next time, and we'll put the axe more powerful and see what happens.
You boy racer, you. You boy racer. Ladies and gentlemen, hear it for Splinter! Well done.
Armour plates, L plates, don't bring a learner into the arena, Viper. Splinter go through, Tiptop against bigger brother next.
From Brandscore, Tiptop.
Designed around wielding the weapon, a very substantial inertia disc driven by a petrol-fueled 72cc disc cutter engine. Petrol in this arena, boom.
From Brighton, Bigger Brother.
A nightmare in metal, they call it, this 24-volt driven machine fighting in its third wars with a CO2-powered gas ram spike flipper. Daddy and Watts, daughter Ellie and Joe, the bigger brother.
Roboteers, stand by.
First time on Robot Wars for Tiptop and the Hode family. Grandad Dennis, Dad Robin and grandson William. There's bigger brother. We've seen them before. Ian Watts driving his son Joe and daughter Ellie. Just about see them. In the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot also has a petrol-driven engine. And Shunt with the prototype electric motor. It's a secret.
3, 2, 1, activate.
I like the look of Tiptop's spinning disc, but I wonder if it'll unbalance the machine. And Bigger Brother is tenacious and Tiptop is flipped. Well, Bigger Brother's weaponry certainly seems more potent than in Series 4 when it lost in its heat. And driving against Tiptop has it on the arena sidewall and out! Tip toppled out of the arena! Bigger Brother through, and emphatically so! Super stuff! Little Joe and Ellie, well done! Look at this! Tiptop spinning the disc, but Bigger Brother in underneath, a vulnerable 2 centimetre ground clearance, flipping it over. Tiptop stunned, worse to follow. Bigger brother on the attack. No filial love there. Out they go. Tiptop on the arena sidewall. Bigger brother reversing, coming forward. Got the flipper in underneath. Whoops. They're out. And that's what Robot Wars is all about.
Did you see that? Tiptop flip-flops out of the arena. They need a bigger brother because they are the victors. Hey! Come here, little Joe. Hey, did you see that? That was smashing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How powerful is that flipper?
It's better, isn't it?
It's much better than it used to be.
Well, we put some liquid CO2, we copied cows too, and look what happened.
I know. I tell you what, although you're not ranked this year, a lot of the smart money's on you. So, do you think you could go all the way?
Yes.
Are you proud of your dad?
Yes.
He's done a good job now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
How about you? How are you feeling?
Great.
You're feeling groovy?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Bigger Brother.
Lovely. Ellie and Joe and the Bigger Brother team go through. Tiptop crash out. Next up, Tetanus and Onslaught.
From Richard's Castle, Tetanus.
A wedge-shaped robot with large crusher, immobilizing spikes and flipper lift are also used as a self-riding mechanism. The crusher uses a 1-ton ram and the lift can hoist a camper van.
From Queen's Park, Onslaught.
Car-type steering, single-drive motor, front suspension, spikes to rear, a 140-kilo lift ramming wedge, the fastest in the heat at 20 miles an hour.
Roboteers, stand by.
Tetanus machine of Paul Snook, dad of Conrad, uncle to Luke, Angel. An Onslaught we've seen before. Alan Wood, dad to David and brother-in-law to Mark Holland. In the arena for the house robot, Sergeant Bash is lick of flame once again. And if the flame doesn't lick you, Shunt will bash you, chop you, scoop you to oblivion.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Tetanus just the heavier. Onslaught very quick around the arena. Always has been heat finalist in Series 2. Second round in Series 3. Had mechanical faults in Series 4. Came back in one of our Annihilators though and did well. Now it needs to avoid the flipping spikes of Tetanus. That horrible Tetanus jab. In it goes again, Tetanus. Ooh, look at that front of Tetanus. With the spike for immobilization. And in underneath Onslaught. Trying to lift it, to prong it. Onslaught needs to right itself and speed away. Using its own lifting flipper there, Onslaught, and they can't right themselves. And they're in trouble here, Onslaught, because Tetanus turned them turtle early on and are preventing them from self-righting. You can feel for Onslaught and David Wood, the 18-year-old driving, just can't get out of the clutches of Tetanus. Paul Snook, a musician by trade and on song and in tune here with Tetanus. But as they turn, they're very nearly turning into the CPZ. Here we've just seen Tetanus. They need to get away from trouble. Those are the controls, because if you go into a CPZY, you can be tagged by the house robots. The Onslaught team look worried. They cannot right themselves.
Onto the flame. Onto the grill. Push him onto the flame.
You can hear there the frantic instructions. Push them onto the grill. Get them torched. Tetanus moving forward at a very sluggish gait. Have they now stopped? The ref bot is in there and about to count. I think Onslaught will be counted out because we've seen no movement whatsoever from the Onslaught team. Alan and David Wood at the controls, and the ref body's counting them down, and they are gripped in a ghastly dance of death, these two. Which machine was immobilised first? It'll go to the judges. Let's have a look at the highlights. Onslaught on the attack there and trying to topple Tetanus, but then Tetanus got hold of Onslaught, turned it over and pinned it against the arena walls. Onslaught tried to get out, but every time they tried to self-right, Tetanus guarded that movement. Good driving by the Tetanus team. Onslaught trying to right itself. In comes Tetanus again, you see. All good point scoring. But in the end, which one was left in fighting mode?
Well, the judges have made a decision, and for once, I agree with them. The winners are Tetanus! He put you on your back. You're on your back for most of the battle. You couldn't seem to get back over.
We tried to self-right once, and it did come over, but it came over not very square and sort of fell back all twisted. And then he more or less kept on top of us.
It was like a tortoise, really, wasn't it? trying to get over. Onslaught slaughtered.
It was.
The thing is, tetanus injections are supposed to, stop you getting lockjaw. It gave you lockjaw.
Certainly did. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it though?
Certainly did. Yeah.
And you're always good for a laugh, you Onslaught boys. I'm sure you'll be back, won't you?
Back with something different.
Something different this time.
Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Onslaught. Well, one of the perils of the arena floor is that jet of CO2.
Yeah.
And you were on top of it. It came right up and completely immobilised you.
Yep.
But you'd done enough to win that battle, hadn't you?
Yeah.
We weren't sure.
Well,
Well, you'd put him on his back, and he just couldn't get back over. And you were then trying to barbecue him, weren't you? You were trying to push him towards the flames. And of course, you were over the jet of CO2.
yeah.
What do you think that's done to the robot?
Well, I don't know. There's a hole about 5 inches diameter on the bottom of the robot, which has a caster in it, and no doubt the CO2's gone into that. And well, I don't know what it does to it, but it seems to have coated everything, probably the speed controller, inside the robot itself. So
Is that going to be a bind to fix, or
it's very, very simple machine. It's tractor technology, eh? It's
tractor technology? All right then, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Tetanus boys.
So it's Tetanus through. Goodbye to Onslaught. Next up, 3 Stegs to Heaven against 11.
From Lord's Hill, 3 Stegs to Heaven.
Runs both ways up with a weapon at one end, a spinning cutter. They haven't used a full weight allowance and built the robot as lightly as they could to maximise speed and a nimble turning circle, twice successfully through the heats in previous wars.
From Guildford, 11.
A large stainless steel walker with hydraulic jaws, double the weight of non-walking robots. That's allowed in the rules. Very slow, just 1 mile an hour, and a turning circle the size of a small swimming pool.
Roboteers, stand by.
3 Stegs to Heaven. Previous grand finalists, semi-finalists, Peter Rowe, Danny King and Richard Francis. And 11. What an awkward-looking machine for James Eagling, the son of Peter. The weapons operator, James is 9. Sergeant Bash is a lot older. Grizzly, our house robot with the flamethrower. And Shunt has the axe and the scoop and the menace.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Redbot backs away, the green light for go. And what an impressive machine this is. Wonderful engineering has gone into this hydraulic 11 machine, stepping forward. 3 Stegs on the attack, trying to get it spinning. Cutter, to sever a hydraulic pipe, and it has done. Hydraulic fluid being spewed all over the arena floor. That, of course, was always likely to be its Achilles heel, to be attacked by Peter Rowe and Danny King and Richard Francis and the 3 Stegs team. And little James, there's very little he can do about this now, because I don't think 11 can really move forward. Certainly its hydraulic jaws have been negated. Ooh. They're trying to rip more cabling out from underneath 11. But what a feat of engineering. Dad Peter, what a clever chap he is. Apart from building robots, he programs generic algorithms and genetic programs. I can't even read the words. And 3 Stegs may not be reading this situation very well either. Look, I think they're snagged on 11 on the cabling. You can hear the wheels trying to spin and gain purchase and back away, but they can't get away. They're locked together. And 11's legs are still moving. And a sad sag of the weapon too. The ref bot is in, and I think the ref bot is counting them both down to a judge's decision.
Cease.
Steg snagged. The judges note that 3 Stegs caused damage, but then 11 hung on in there. Locked together then at the end. It's up to you, the judges.
The judges have made their decision. Do you think you won?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
1 out of 10, Craig.
1 out of 10. I've got bad news for you. They've gone for 3 Stegs to heaven. Very, very unusual robot, yours. It's a walker.
Yeah.
A lot of exposed parts. What the judges reckoned is they broke one of your cables, which kind of semi-immobilised you, really.
Put them out.
Yeah, then they got the cable wrapped around you. How long did it take you to build that?
It only took 3.5 weeks to build, but it was in the design phase for about 4 months, 5 months.
In Robot Wars, you need kind of weapons, really. Do you think those jaws are adequate?
No. We're here to learn.
You're here to learn, fair enough.
Yeah.
Very steep learning curve when you come against a good robot Steg 3. I thought you were mismatched.
It's OK, we're going to come back next year and give them a stuffing.
Let's hear it for Legs 11! You couldn't really get to grips with it, could you?
No, not really. Sliding around the place.
Do you find it difficult getting sort of friction on the floor there?
Yeah. Especially once the hydraulic hose went.
Yeah.
We hit one of the legs, I think, or something. And then we just everywhere. And then something just got wrapped around the disc and then we can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Stuck it together.
Never mind, you're through.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for the Steg Posse!
3 Stegs to heaven, get the nudge, 11 go out. It's been a busy night for our boffins. 3 of our heat semi-finalists went through on their decisions. It's Splinter against Bigger Brother and Tetanus against 3 Stegs to heaven.
You said action.
Action.
Thank you. This is meant to be Robot Wars and I can't get anyone to be aggressive. Ellie's trying to kiss Joe. And this lot, you're not aggressive at all, are you?
No, not in the slightest.
How could you beat such beautiful faces? What are you going to do in there?
Well, Craig's driving. What are you going to do, Craig?
Just keep away from the front of it mostly and try and get them down the pit, I think.
Yeah? Come on, what do you say to that, Joe? You're the weapons master. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to them when they come near you?
Flip.
Flip and...
Trash.
Trash. Nice lip gloss, by the way.
Hi, I'm Craig, this is my dad Stuart, and this is our robot Splinter. Together we're Team Ivanhoe. We've got 2 750 watt Bosch motors and a nice big ram which is powered by liquid CO2, and we're going to use this axe to hack the opposition to death.
My name is Ellie, and this is my brother Joe, and over here is my daddy Ian, and this is our secret weapon, a flipper, and this robot is called Bigger Brother.
Roboteers, stand by.
A little flip from Bigger Brother. It has its fans. For Ian Watts and his son Joe and his daughter Ellie. And the Splinter boys, Stuart and Craig Wakeman, supported heavily too. Matilda doesn't need support or love. The tusks and the flywheel do it for her. Sergeant Bash is alongside our matriarch of mayhem once again.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Bigger Brother, the most impressive so far in this heat. Getting Tiptop out of the arena. Splinter needed the judges to go beyond Viper. Uses that weapon synergy, don't forget, of the grabbing arms and the pneumatic axe. But Bigger Brother, so much more forceful and aggressive in this series. Learning from past mistakes. Semi-finalists in Series 3. Lost in its heat in Series 4. Aggression, damage caused, and Splinter here has no answer and follows the way of Tiptop out of the arena. The Splinter Wakeman team have gone, and that's 2 in 2 for Bigger Brother. Right from the start, they went after Splinter. Look, good control, side-on attack, dodging the weapons of the opponent. Let's see it from another angle. You see, they come in here by flipping them up. The axe goes down. Can't self-right now, Splinter. Bigger Brother got them down, flipped them up, nudging towards the side wall. Splinter were out of it completely. Bigger Brother backing away to gain momentum. In they came, and the CO2 power flipper did the rest. Your hopes are in Splinter's.
Splinter, splattered, Big Brother, they're the victors!
You're very confident, weren't you?
50-50.
Yeah, but I mean, you thought you could go quite far in this competition this time.
Yeah, I thought I'd do okay, yeah.
They're making a habit of this. Quite strong, aren't they?
Yeah, very, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, great losers, great competitors. Let's go mad for Splinter! Well done, guys. Now, young Joe, what's going on here? You're making a habit of flipping things out of the arena, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and you really enjoy it, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, what a robot. Tell me. You're making a habit of it. That's your second outright out of the arena.
Not as fast as the first time, though.
Do you think you can go all the way?
We've got an option on it.
All righty. Can I just talk to you? Oh, did you enjoy all that?
Yeah.
You love Robot Wars, don't you?
Yes.
So do we. Let's hear it for Bigger Brother!
Bigger Brother, hugely impressive as Splinter go by the wayside. And next up, Tetanus against 3 Stegs to heaven.
I'm Peter, this is Richard and Danny. This is 3 Stegs to Heaven. We've got a new spinning weapon which spins at 3,000 RPM, and we're lean, mean and green.
Hi, I'm Paul Snook. This is my son, Conrad Snook. His cousin, Luke Angel. And this is Tetanus. It's a robot made of rusty old scrap. I wouldn't touch it too much, you might catch something. And we hope we're going to meet loads of people and kill them.
Roboteers, stand by.
The ref box had a word. Paul Snook meant kill robots, not people. We've checked. He's okay. 3 Stegs to heaven, boys. Peter and Danny and Richard, and there's the Tetanus machine. Don't touch it, says Paul Snook and Conrad and Luke. Matilda's in the arena once again. Watch for the flywheel, 27 kilos of power. And of course you have to watch out for the flames of Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1.
This for a place in the heat final against Bigger Brother then. A spin of 3 Stegs. It's the quicker machine, slightly lighter, flat, can run both ways up with the spinning cutter there, you see, against the prongs of Tetanus. driving forward, trying to catch hold. Difficult to see what damage that spinning disc of 3 Stegs can do, because you see the side brace there on Tetanus to protect its armour, if you like, and 3 Stegs driven against the angle grinder. Sparks fly. I think the damage is superficial. The ref bot just coming in to check. Grand finalists with one of their previous machines, Stegosaurus. That's Paul Snook and his son Conrad and his nephew Luke. And Tetanus here, certainly the more aggressive machine, and 3 Stegs, though the more experienced, looks to be worried, but there you can see damage finally done by that spinning disc. And one of the Tetanus prongs came flying completely off. They're in and they're trying to lift 3 Stegs out of the arena here. And it's balanced very delicately. The machine and the battle, I would say. Very delicate. This one is poised. They try to crumple down with the main prong. The weaponry of 3 Stegs grinding away at thin air. The ref bot has a glance. The wheels of 3 Stegs are spinning. It is not yet immobilised. They were held together, locked together, and the ref bot can come in and break them up like that. 3 Stegs is certainly still moving, though on one wheel, I think. That turning circle now, of course, strictly limited, and Tetanus seem to be certainly now in peril. I don't think the 3 Stegs boys have an opponent that is mobile. Tetanus have stopped. The ref bot agrees with me, and Tetanus being counted out after a bright start. They didn't get the jab in and their needle was blunted. 3 Stegs got the needle and put them out. Tetanus counted down by the ref bot, which means, oh, you know the rest by now, the house robots can come in for the kill and put them in the pit as the audience wants. Onto the flames. Pit, 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 pit. Burn, burn, burn. In comes the sergeant. Well, he can add a lick of flame and a shove into the pit for Tetanus. Can't cock a sniff at that team. They've gone out. 3 Stegs to heaven go through to the heat final.
Well, 3 Stegs gets a very lucky break into the next round by the skin of their teeth. 3 Stegs go through. You heard me. They were lucky.
Fantastic, eh? Fantastic.
You were giving them a right good kicking. What happened?
Yeah, we tried to lift them up, and we was doing okay, and then our lifter got on top of them. We tried to push them down, and it bent our tines down at the front.
Yeah.
So then we had less traction because of the oil,
Yeah.
and we couldn't really move forward. And once you can't move forward in this game, well, you're soon to be eaten, aren't you?
You can only go back.
But it was very, very close, and we had great fun. And,
they're 8th seeds as well.
Yeah, we was very nervous about being up against such a good, strong team.
Well, I think you proved yourself. I think you're really unlucky to go out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Tetanus! You're seeded 8th. I reckon you're going to have to do a lot better than that if you're going to go any further in this competition, don't you? What happened?
For sure. Well, it's a new robot this year, and we've got all sorts of new electronics in there, and it's just not happening. We've lost the drive on one side, so you saw we were spinning around and stuff. And we were just lucky, really, that when we lost it, we were so close to them because they had hold of us, and they broke them apart, and we could get the disc up and do a bit of damage.
Hey, you're fighting bigger brother next. Now he's got a flip at and a half.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to do some damage there?
Well, I mean, if we can get that other wheel running, then yeah, we're in for a chance. You know, cut the end of the flipper off, we'll be all right, won't we?
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 Stegs to heaven!
Tetanus out, 3 Stegs to heaven. Worthy winners in the end. And an intriguing final for the heat coming up. Bigger brother and the equally experienced 3 Stegs. So, 2 robots have survived the carnage. Let's see again what got them here. Well, we loved the mechanical engineering of 11. 3 Stegs didn't. Severed a hydraulic pipe, but then got itself snagged The ref bot counted them both down. The judges counted out 11. Three Stegs had its problems against Tetanus too, eventually immobilising it and snapping off a spike. Again, the ref bot came in. This time, Tetanus counted down and out. Bigger Brother, meanwhile, hugely more impressive. A tip-top performance by the brother. And then a brother in arms, literally between the arms of Splinter. And out went their opponents again.
4, 3, 2, 1, action!
I'll start speaking then. Lots of tension here at Robot Wars because Bigger Brother have an amazing flipper, which we've seen, haven't we? It's very good. But you can run both ways up.
Yes, we can, yeah.
So do you think that's going to be enough to save you?
Not if we're outside the pit, it ain't, no.
This is true. So you're mainly worried that they're going to get you outside the arena.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now, what are you going to do, team talk, if you flip them and they can run both ways up?
We get a secret.
It's a secret?
Yeah.
But you have got a plan?
Yes.
Ellie, do you know what the plan is?
Yes, but it's a secret.
Hey, there's no runners-up on Robot Wars, so let's find a winner. Let the heat final begin.
From Brighton, Bigger Brother. From Lord's Hill, 3 Stegs to Heaven. Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the heat final, from the House Robot's point of view, Shunt. And there with him, Sir Killalot once again, the original master of mechanical mayhem.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Whatever happens, Bigger Brother, one of the most improved robots we've ever seen. 3 Stegs needs to dance away from that flipper, cause damage. Ooh, with its spinning cutter. Oh, and on the flame pit, they need to get away from there, otherwise the electrics are going to be burnt out. Just getting away, still torch, Bigger Brother on the attack again. 3 Stegs trying to dodge the Killalot. Don't go near the arena sidewall. 3 Stegs, we've seen what Bigger Brother can do. They're relentless, Bigger Brother. In goes that shovel-like front flipper again. They're getting closer and closer. 3 Stegs to heaven. Almost out. Bigger Brother. One tactic for little Joe. And his dad Ian. And Ellie as well. Obvious secret of the turn. Shuts up and over as well. You've seen Bigger Brother before in Robot Wars. You would have never guessed this could happen. Never in a million light years. Shunt is furious. Sir Killalot wants revenge on anything. Grapples with 3 Stegs. Unfortunately, you're going to bear the brunt of House Robot's fury, 3 Stegs. Bigger Brother wisely staying out of the damage area. Redbot coming in to protect 3 Stegs from Sir Killalot's wrath. Bigger Brother on the attack again. They're back on that arena side wall. They can't do anything about it, Peter and Danny and Richard. Look at Bigger Brother, nippy around the arena, 12 miles an hour. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. No, that's a little bit too ambitious. Ian, don't try and flip Killalot. I wouldn't. Whoa! Well, it was a novel attack route. Yes, you're probably wise to get away from there. But 3 Stegs to heaven. Oh, the ref box have taken a glance. The wheel was spinning. I think they are technically still mobile. Yes, back they come now. 3 Stegs to heaven into the fight. Sir Killalot after Bigger Brother. You were unwise to take on Sir Killalot. But Bigger Brother, what an irritating little machine it is. What a fascinating little machine. Turns away, spins once again. All the aggression in this heat final, don't forget for a place in our series semi-finals later on, has come from Bigger Brother. 3 Stegs again, upended. Bashes down. We know it can run both ways up. Bigger Brother slamming it onto the sidewall once again. Can 3 Stegs get away now, Ellie? What do you think? Are you pointing a way out of the arena? Refbot, have a look. I think Ellie might have been saying she thinks 3 Stegs are immobile now. And certainly the Refbot agrees with her. You're seconds away here, Ellie, from a famous victory. 3 seconds to go before 3 Stegs to heaven are counted out, and Bigger Brother have famously won this heat final. What a performance, what an improved robot, what a success story. And what enjoyment they've had. So Kilolot fumes. 3 Stegs, we warned you. The house robots want revenge for the attack on Shunt. And you're going to get it from just about every corner now. Getting down into the pit. Oh, Bigger Brother, gallantry. They've all ended up in there. Sir Kilolot, not the brainiest, let's be honest.
Cease.
Just about surviving. If I say that, he knows where I live.
3 Stegs to heaven get sent straight to hell. Bigger Brother through to the series semi-finals. Guys, talk me through it.
We lost drive to a wheel again.
Yeah.
That was it.
Weapon went down.
Yeah.
They're quite strong, aren't they?
Yeah.
It was like they were just toying with you, really, wasn't
They were,
it?
yeah.
Excuse me, I'm having a conversation over here. Okay, wait your turn. All right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 Stegs to heaven! Now, what don't you like about Sir Kilolot?
He's a big bully and he should be nice a little.
He's a big bully and he should be nicer to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me talk to you, Dadamo. What have you got against Shunt?
Well, he was there. So what are you going to do?
He was there and you thought, I can take him down.
We thought we'd have a go at Kilolot, see if we could pitch him over, but he weighs a lot.
Yeah, you couldn't get him over, could you?
We tried and then we were running away.
But you're through to the series semi-finals.
Second time now.
Confident?
No.
The robot's better now.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's much
improved. Stronger.
We didn't get him out of the arena this time, but still, a good result all the way around.
Good result all round. Ladies and gentlemen, they're through to the series semi-finals. Let's hear for Bigger Brother! Well, see the crowds, hear the roars. They love a little bit. A robot wars. Bye-bye.